We're holding now the last day of the global Moshiach learning mitzvah. And obviously, until we reach the Geula mitzvah shlema with the scholars of the Rebbe, we are not stopping. We're going to learn on our own. We're going to get our parents to teach us. We're going to learn with our older siblings, our younger siblings, whatever it is. We're going to make sure that, like the Rebbe says, the learning about Moshiach is the quickest, easiest, and most straightforward way to bring Moshiach. We're going to make sure that we do it and we actually be pile these scholars now. Today, we're going to be learning the most amazing thing. So let's just recap. We started off about Galus, how there's really a deeper purpose of it. We learned about Geula, how that's the completion of the world. We started learning about where we're holding in it. Like we learned yesterday that we're Dur Shvi. We finished everything that needs to be done. We learned about what's going to be by the Geula, all the amazing things we're going to have, the delicious feast. We learned about Ches HaMesim. We learned about the Beis HaMikdash. We also learned that the Geula is coming through Melech HaMashiach, King, that's already with us now. We learned about who he is, how he's the Rebbe, and the Rebbe is showing us the way and leading us to the Geula. We learned about the fact that all things that are holding back Mashiach from coming have already passed. Today, we're going to be learning about the Rebbe tells us in the last sichos of Tafshin and Aleph, Tafshin Beis 1991 and 1992, that so many things of the Geula have already started. So all these things, we're going to go through it one by one, the different prophecies, but we'll show how they started already. And that way, when we hear this, we tell ourselves that if we're holding it, nothing's holding back Mashiach. And the Geula process is starting already. That's it. We're going to make sure we do everything we can, whether it's an extra mitzvah, an extra minute thinking about the words of davening, whatever it is, going out of our way to help another yid, all having in mind that this will be that last one that's going to tip the scale and bring Moshiach now. So we're starting off with the prophecies of the Geula. We're going to say what the prophecy is and show how it's happening now. First prophecy is by the Geula, Hashem will blow the big shofar and will cause everybody to do tshuva. Well, the Rebbe tells us that many Yidden whose neshama have been lost, unfortunately in Galus, are coming back and doing tshuva. As you could see in the picture, you see so many different Yidden from all walks of life, and they notice there's pictures of the soldiers standing by the Kaisal Maravi. That was right after the 6-day war, which the Rebbe says that that's when the shofar started blowing, because it caused so many Yidden to feel that awakening that it's time to do tshuva. So although we didn't hear the physical noise, but the awakening that the noise brings started already. So that's why we got it. We started it. The Zohar tells us that in the year 5600, the well springs of the higher wisdom and the lower wisdom, that's in the Ruchnius and the Gashmius, will open up to prepare the world for the Geula. How do we see this? First of all, that's when the Baal Shem Tov came around and Chassidus started being spread everywhere. Also, like it says, Lahavdil, there's so much more technology, whether it's the refrigerators or phones or planes, all these things, computers, they're all technology. Well, by the way, Rebbe tells us that it goes hand in hand, because we're going to reveal in the technology, like we're doing so much the past few weeks and months. We're using all the technology for Kedusha, like this mitzvah, watching a video, that's using the technology of the computer and elevating it and teaching Chassidus through it. So we're holding there for sure. Again, it's another thing it says about the Geula is that there's going to be all foreign rulerships are going to be taken away, which means Goyim are not going to rule over Yidden anymore. In Golos, Goyim are in control of us. They tell us what to do. They don't let us keep Torah mitzvahs. The Rebbe tells us that Mashiach will fight to take away the evil governments who deny Hashem and don't allow Yidden to serve Him. How do we see this now? The Rebbe says that for many years, you could see it in history, the communists ruled over Russia, and they did not allow Yidden to serve Hashem. In Tafshin and Aleph, the Iron Curtain of Russia fell, and the Yidden were free to keep Torah mitzvahs. Like you can see that before, they're hiding their learning, and now in that building over there is called the Kremlin, where they killed so many Yidden inside, and there's a beautiful menorah there. Another thing about Russia, it says that all the Yidden are going to go to Eretz Yisrael. They're going to gather from all corners of the world. Well, when the Iron Curtain fell, most of the Yidden went up to Eretz Yisrael, and the Rebbe says, look, Yidden that were captives before in Galus are now free, going in Eretz Yisrael and living a Yiddish life. The Yalkut Shemaini, which is a medrash from a long, long time ago, it states over there, and it describes that the year that Moshiach will come, will be revealed, there'll be a big war amongst the Goyim, and the Yidden will be very afraid, and that's when Mashiach's going to come and comfort them and tell them, Higia Azman Gulaschem, the time of the Geula has arrived. Well, in Tafshin Nun, Iraq started a war with other countries. Saddam Hussein, Yamach Shemai, started when he saw that the other countries were starting to fight him, he turned to them and he said, so wicked, he said, I'm going to destroy Eretz Yisrael. I'm going to send these massive Scud missiles. I'm going to destroy it. Well, the Yidden were all scared. The Rebbe came and the Rebbe said that this is the year. Remember that medrash? It's talking about now. There's nothing to be scared of. And that's why you could see the picture of the Yidden wearing the mask. The Rebbe said, you're not going to need the masks, even though the Russia, Saddam, was threatening to gaz the whole Eretz Yisrael. Well, guess what happened? He sent 39 Scud missiles, and not one Yid died because of that. Another thing by the Geula, it says that everyone will recognize that Hashem rules this world, and the countries will help each other with kindness instead of fighting. By that Gulf War, America helped out faraway countries by sending army jets to deliver food and clothes to those in need. So we're taking army planes, which are usually meant for fighting, and what are we using it for? To help people. Well, that's Geula. Another thing it says, that by the Geula, even the lowest places will be a home for Hashem. That's what Der B'Tachtonim is, that even the lowest darkness. Well, the Rebbe connects it to France, because France was the lowest klipa. If you remember a little bit of the stories of the Alter Rebbe ran away from Napoleon, which was the king of France, the general of France. Well, nowadays, France is totally transformed. You see the menorah by the Eiffel Tower, thousands of Frenchies that come for Tishrei. That was just a joke. But the idea, they transformed, everyone's ready. Even the lowest places is a place now of Torah mitzvahs. Another prophecy of the Geula is that Hashem will take all the swords and all the ammunition and turn it into plowshares, use it for working with the ground, and there won't be any more wars. For thousands of years, countries used weapons to fight against each other. Well, that changed. In Tafshin and Beis, like I mentioned that this is the years that the Rebbe was showing more and more that Mashiach is taking effect in the world and is transforming the whole world, and the Geula is starting. So that's when America's president announced that each country will take their weapons, destroy them, or use them out for good things. Like you can see in the picture, that the actual army turned into a truck now to help in the field. That's exactly what the Navi was saying. Well, after seeing so much about this, comes to the conclusion, we are prepared for Mashiach. But the Rebbe tells us exactly what that means. What does it mean we're prepared for Mashiach? How do we prepare for Mashiach? So first of all, in the Sikh of Chayes Sarah Tafshin Nun Aleph, which is 1991, the Rebbe quoted that medrash. Remember that we said from the war that this is the year that Mashiach will be revealed. So that same medrash says that Mashiach is going to stand on the rooftop of the Beis Hamikdash and he's going to announce, humble ones, Yidden, the time of the Geula has arrived. The Rebbe connects that to 770. And when it says the rooftop of the Beis Hamikdash, it's actually talking about 770. And the Rebbe said then, humble ones, Anavim, Higia Azman Gulaschem. So, look at it. This is really happening. The next year, which throughout all that year, the Rebbe kept on mentioning it and showing it how it's happening in the world. The Rebbe says, Mashiach was revealed. The world knows already. That's it. We know who he is. Now what's left is to greet him, to actually greet Melech HaMashiach. And the next week after that, that was Vayera. In Chayesara, that's when there was a Kinnus HaShluchim. All the thousands of Shluchim came. The Rebbe told them, Shluchim, you guys did an amazing job. Now we have a new mission. What's your new mission? To continue everything you did before, but now it's in order to prepare ourselves and our cities for Mashiach, the Kaaba, Mashiach Tzidkenu. So therefore, teach them and learn with them all about Mashiach. That's the way the world is going to recognize that the Geula is here and that Tikif Miyad Mamish. We're all going to go with the Rebbe to the Beis HaMikdash. And again, like I started saying in the beginning, from this mitzvah, we're not stopping until we reach our goal. Geula ha'amitis v'ashlema, Tikif Miyad Mamish.